this thing maneuvers and works is unreal. So we flew all the way to Florida to do a lot of crazy things, which is going to be whole episodes and episodes. But today's episode, we flew out here to Florida to hang out with Shadow 6 Racing. For those of you who don't know, who were probably like me, looks like a Razor on top of Wave Runners. It is not. It is completely head to toe custom built to look and function like a UTV on Wave Runners, but as you're gonna see today, it is so much more engineering. It's all titanium, which is a really big deal because that's strong as shit and light. And he's told me there's no way to flip it, so we're gonna find out today. This is gonna be a fun episode. When you did a lot of the body parts here, you did kind of go after the Razor look?
I did, yeah. It kind of allowed people to be a little more accepting of what they were looking at.
For sure.
So it was one of those, you know, you see how people respond anyhow. Thinking it's going to roll over, it's going to sink, it can't turn.
Yeah, that was the first thing I thought was it's going to roll.
It's like, well, you know, if I make it look familiar, at least people will stop and look at it and pay attention, as opposed to just writing it off as something that's not going to work.
Yeah.
So, you know, like I said, when I first was saying Baja truck on the ocean and everybody looked at me cross-eyed, like, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
And then I said Razor on jet skis.
Everybody's like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Does that make any more sense? What is the difference?
Sense?
So I kept telling people I wanted to build a Baja truck for the ocean that was like Lamborghini quality. And people are like, what does that mean? I'm like, a Baja truck for the ocean. They're like, a Baja truck doesn't float. I don't literally mean a Baja truck on the ocean. I mean, I want the suspension to work, like where you see the tires bouncing up and down, follow like the appropriate arc to actually work. You know, just in talking to somebody, I'm like, how about a Razor on jet skis? And then like people are like, oh, that makes perfect sense. I'm like, all right, I got to go with that. So, I mean, welding tabs on to put some Razor plastics or Razor body panels was pretty easy.
Oh, so it's not a Razor chassis at all?
No, not at all. Completely custom titanium fabrication.
Okay.
Had to be built from scratch. A Razor obviously isn't the same balance. One of the things that's kind of unique about this vehicle is you're looking at around 320 pounds above the waterline. The rest of the weight is below the waterline.
Oh, the motors are in the skis.
The motors are in the skis. Yeah, there's
that's why you
up
can't
top.
roll it.
That's why you can't roll it.
And it's using the Yamaha ski motors?
It is, yeah. 2 GP 1800 motors.
Okay.
They're supercharged. These ones are a little bit tuned up. They've got titanium retainers, lifters, upgraded intercoolers, tuned motors, exhausts, impellers, intake grates, all kinds of fun stuff. So this is more of a high-speed machine.
Come look at the interior on this. How about that steering wheel?
Everyone's got their own place, but everything that's not us.
It has floor mats. That's
right, dude.
That's impressive, man.
With the logos and all.
That is freaking impressive.
If you're gonna do it, you gotta do it. No seatbelt. G-force holds you in.
No shoes? No shoes, no shirt, no seatbelt.
So we're in Florida. You don't have shoes out here.
You don't call this thing Black Magic? You should now. That's perfect name for it.
Did you just name it?
Yes, I did.
You named it right off
your
the bat.
stage name.
Black Magic.
Here's two.
I've had that forever.
I like
Okay,
it.
first, were you ready to roll? Were you untied?
I untied it.
All right, so power and then just regular jet ski controls.
Start buttons?
Yep.
Yeah, then you got your reverse on the one side, throttle on the other.
Yes.
Okay, you'll see it.
That's
Watch
nuts.
when I get going.
Keep going, swing FPV. That is so wild. So wild. Dude,
Not bad, right?
It is glued to the water.
Here's the thing. thing. You always see people come out with new inventions and you just know they don't work. And then when you show up, you're like, yeah, I'm not disappointed. Like, it doesn't work. This is not one of those times. Seeing how this thing maneuvers and works is unreal.
How does it have so much traction?
What was so crazy is watching it do that and your cabin just stay.
Yeah.
The whole time.
He's just doing crazy stuff. This is smooth to be in there. That is hands down one of the coolest things I've ever experienced. This needs to go to Lake Powell. Can you imagine?
How long will this fuel tank run for?
Well, if he and I are driving, it's going to be different than other people. So, I mean, we got a good 40, 50 miles the way you and I drive.
How many gallons?
18 and a half per side.
You crushed it.
Yeah.
Dude,
Right?
that is so fun. Get in there.
But that's the thing is you hop off and
I'm
you're just like
going
kind of shaking like, holy shit. Yeah. Way more intense than I
Time to
expected.
go in.
Hold this. Yeah, engages your reverse, and then you.
It's the same as a Sea-Doo. If you've ridden a Sea-Doo,
Yeah.
you hold this, and then that'll when you hit it, you'll go in reverse, and then when you let go of that and you hit that, you're gonna go forward.
Yep. So you never really use that unless you're backing up this
Right.
block, unless you want to go on the beach, right?
All right. First run in probably one of the coolest engineered designs I've ever seen in my
Super cool.
life.
It's beyond cool.
It's the best ride on the water.
It's an engineering mystery.
Are there any gators in the pond if we go in?
There might be one. But you're bigger than him. You can take him. Yeah, it's
All
a
right,
little
as long as it's not that big, we're good. This is when ingenuity engineer really happens.
This is the shop one, yeah.
Interior steering wheel. This is crazy.
I can't stop smiling.
That's how it is when you ride it. You're like, oh man.
All right, it's go time. Go time, baby. Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
It's the best.
That is crazy. It feels like you're on rails.
So close right here.
And once you lock the throttle in, you're committed to whatever direction.
Yeah. Dude, holy shit.
How'd our wheelie look? It looked sweet? Yeah. That felt sweet.
You look like you've done it before.
Oh my gosh, that was fun. I gotta have one of these. Just put Dave and I on the list. Oh yeah.
You only got one left, bro.
We already bought one boat down here. We might as well just get another one. That was absolutely insane. The thing is you just don't think it works. You don't think it's gonna make sense and it's gonna work. It works perfectly. It's like driving a train on rails. It just stays perfectly in the lane. That is a fun machine, and that's definitely the future for water sports. Now we came, we saw, we test drove. Now it's time to race. There's gonna be 4 of us racing. Fastest lap around the pond wins. I don't know who's gonna win, but I definitely know who's gonna wad it up. This guy.
Come on, don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
He's wadding it up.
I think you could take him.
You think I take him?
I think you could take him.
Well, now
Who
we
wants to tell
cut
him?
right up the middle.
I think we just let him believe.
Okay.
Keaton's got that like
Same.
dumb guy speed where he doesn't realize the mess he's getting himself into, so he's willing to go way faster than he should. So I feel like Keaton's probably gonna take the win on this. I've raced against Keaton before. One time I raced UTVs with him. He rolled the UTV, got out, threw it back up on 4 wheels, and then took off again, and he still beat me.
Good luck.
That one's on.
Ready? Here it comes. Here comes Keaton. Keaton 28, 29, 30, 31. 32.84.
All right, you got the fastest time.
Listen, I saw you cheat.
Where'd I cheat?
I saw you cheat. You took a left at the crossroads. You're supposed to go right.
I didn't let off.
Yeah, you were on it.
It was not turning though. No. You just gotta
You gotta muscle it.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, don't come off of the gas.
Yeah, you lose steering if you come off the gas, and then the other thing is if you had power steering in there.
What'd I
it'd just
get?
Be a little
32?
too sketchy.
32.84.
Through some of the things this thing's capable of.
Leading the scoreboard.
We gave you the good gas, that's why.
Yeah, that's it. I figured that's what it was.
Give you the race fuel.
We gave him the race fuel, but don't tell anybody.
Hey, 31.8.
Really?
Yep.
Dude, it is glued to the freaking water.
I told you, you don't let off the throttle. You just crank that bitch. Heavy D cheated, but we'll give it to him. Ask him.
I tried cheating and I still got like dead last.
Ready? Announce our winner.
I can tell you who it was already.
All right, we've got in
31.9.
Let me get on my 5th place podium.
in 5th place. We have Diesel Dave with 34.94. Next up, we have Hans in 4th place at 34.55. Then we've got Mr. Ryan, 33.3.
Nice,
I think
podium.
Sandbagging, kind of staying in the middle of the
did.
road.
Third best.
You've got the
driver in the
Muscle
world
at
now.
32.84 in 2nd place. And what did I get?
31.8.
Dude, it is nuts. It's wild.
All right, well, as you can see, we had a ton of fun with it. This thing is incredible. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, whoever's watching this, probably in the next 2 years, you're gonna see a lot of these on the water. The engineering behind this, the whole idea behind this, I thought was insane until I rode it. Way funner than a jet ski, a wave runner, anything. This thing is a blast. Adventure number 1 is done. We got a lot more to do, like the big one. Go get our boat that we bought. Like and subscribe. Better stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff coming.